They pushed my fence 6 feet onto their property. Or at least they thought they did. What they did unrealized was that they had just crossed the wrong rancher, and I made sure everyone knew what happens when you attempt to steal a fence. I have 40 acres of open range that's been in my family for 3 generations. We run cattle, produce hay, and live in harmony where there is respect for boundaries. My land is paid for and well marked with iron stakes my grandfather put there decades ago. Then, along came Summit Ridge Developments. Their CEO, Brandon Walsh, drove up beside me in his gleaming G-Wagon and pristine cowboy boots, spouting on about being good neighbors. I took him out to my survey and my boundary posts. He grinned, took some pictures, and assured me everything was just fine. 6 months passed, and one morning I came outside and stopped dead. My old barbed wire fence was missing. In its place stood a brand new white vinyl fence 6 feet inside my land. The iron pins were missing, replaced by new ones that had been moved. Over half a mile of boundary shifted. That's almost 3/4 of an acre stolen! I called Brandon. He laughed and said, "Turns out your old pins were off. Our GPS shows the true line. You've actually been using our land. But listen, we'll rent it to you for $500 a month." I hung up and called my own surveyor, the same fellow who confirmed my property years ago. He came out, took the afternoon, remeasuring everything, and confirmed it. My original pins were accurate. Brandon's crew had shifted them illegally. We even discovered my grandfather's old iron pins discarded in a scrap heap behind their trailer. This wasn't an error. It was stealing. I wrote a certified letter to Brandon requiring the fence to be reset. A week afterward, his attorney responded that I was encroaching on Summit Ridge land. That's when I took him to court and made a criminal complaint to the sheriff. The case detective was a rancher himself. He knew exactly what Brandon had done. When he interviewed Summit Ridge's contracted surveyor, the man crumpled quickly. He confessed Brandon had instructed him to shift the boundary and told him, "It's just a few feet. The rancher won't even notice." That admission made the case a criminal investigation instead of just a disagreement. Brandon's emails were subpoenaed, and one message ensured his fate. He had typed, "Move the line a few feet. The old survey's sloppy. The rancher won't notice." Brandon was indicted for surveyor fraud and theft of property. His surveyor had his license revoked. Brandon pleaded guilty, forfeited a $25,000 fine, and was placed on probation for 2 years. The civil lawsuit soon ended after that. Summit Ridge's insurance paid me $150,000 for damages, attorney's fees, and emotional distress. But the best